Oh, you know it's off the change.
We're back off the change podcast, video cast, whatever you want to call it. We back, shit talking cast. We back, back. Better than Cam Newton, like Tom Brady. We back. No, I don't want to be like Tom Brady. I want to be like Lamar Jackson. Back,
Bam.
like Superman. Hey,
What's
your
wrong
boy
with Tom
Steph
Brady?
Sanders here, right here. Steph Sanders, your host with the mostest and all that. We're gonna talk about that. My girl, my co-host, the diva. She in a car getting driven to country to Cracker Barrel or
She's
something.
leaving.
But,
She's leaving.
she a diva. She the buffet diva. Kristy Nong, Foodie Nong. Give it up to a Kristy. Say what's up, Kristy.
What's going on, y'all? It's a nice, beautiful day in Sac. I'm rolling around with my family. My husband's driving Miss Daisy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we're
Miss,
good. We're blessed.
in Asian, driving Miss Paisy. Miss Paisy.
would it be Miss Sing or something like that?
Sing,
Miss
yeah,
Lee?
Miss
Miss
Sing.
Lee?
Hey,
Miss Lee.
and our boy, the producer, the DJ, now the comedian, Mr. Everything. Give it up to your boy CharRon. A serious production in
A
the
serious
building.
production in the house. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Mr. Resolution, aka CharRon Smith.
Mr. Resolution. That's
Yes,
what I'm
spell
talking
the
about.
name.
So check it out. We back, y'all. And we give you some time. This is our preview episode. Basically, what you can expect, update on us and what you expect to hear in 2022, going into the new year, Christmas episode. But we got one coming for you next week. It is going to be our Off the Change episode with all the comics on our Off the Change show. Yep. We got a once a month Off the Change comedy show. Punchline Sacramento. You better get here. I don't care where you live. You better get here. Switzerland, Hamburg, Germany. You better get here
Damn.
and get to that show. That's right. Better get to that show.
They're
So
gonna
look,
fly. They're gonna fly way out from freaking Germany to go see one damn show.
hey. You know what? I want to think I'm that important.
Okay.
If you don't believe in you, nobody will. You dig?
Okay, you dig.
Manifested.
Hey. So been a long time. We ain't been in this since the middle of the pandemic. I'm glad to see everybody alive and healthy. So what has everybody been doing? Kristy, what you been doing? What's up? What's been your mindset?
Eating, driving in more traffic than we normally should in Sacramento. I mean, everybody's back on the road. Even with the gas prices the way they are, everybody's driving. I mean, that tells me that if you ain't got a job, you got some serious EDD funds coming in.
Yeah. Did you get COVID?
You know what? I really think that I got COVID early on before we even knew it was COVID, before they labeled it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that 3 out of 4 of us in our house already had it.
Okay.
But
okay.
I am vaccinated. I get tested every week.
You get vaccinated and get tested. I'm vaccinated too. And we're gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah, but life's good. You know, I eat a lot. So I was out to dinner with some friends on Monday, and some fresh whipped cream dropped on this girl's thigh. And, you know, a normal person would have just wiped it off with like a napkin, you know what I mean? But no, I had to be mean, stupid, and crazy.
And licked it up.
Leaned over and licked it off. I was like, I get that. Like,
hey, and Off the Change viewers and listeners, I have the video to prove that. I have it. The video. I have the video, and I got this. I was in bed. I was, doing my thing in bed trying to go to sleep, and I get a ding. And the video came up, and I was up the rest of the night watching this girl lick off jeans, whipped cream. So, what's been up? You still doing a lumpia? You still cooking?
I am still doing lumpia. Matter of fact, I'll be rolling some lumpia today. Rolled some last night. Been doing some catering stuff on the weekends. That keeps me kind of busy, but life's good. I mean, I can't complain.
And let me just say, everybody, she did say rolling lumpia, not weed, not anything else, but she does. I don't know if she rolled that too, but she's rolling lumpia. CharRon, what's up, man?
What's going on, everyone?
How's life been since the pandemic? In the pandemic, what's going on? What's new?
Well, what's new? Shoot, I've been doing this waiting for time. I've been getting progressive. Shoot, work is usual. I mean, DJing still progressive. I mean, even after EDD stopped paying me, I basically went into a business myself. Serious Productions official.
That's what's up. Yeah, you got to make your own. Yeah, because once the EDD stopped for a lot of people, they had to do their own thing. People starting all types of businesses, man. Pie making business. I've seen people do a lot of things they shouldn't do. But, It's all good.
You ain't lying about that.
It's all good,
You have to.
man.
It's now one for yourself. BYOB. No, basically, Serious Production is still working, doing his thing, doing DJing, doing podcasts. We did a podcast for Ngayo Belam. For everybody to know, we've been doing a podcast again, right? Trying to get
Shouts
DJ
out.
Taylor.
Drop the clues bomb. Drop the clues bomb for Ngayo Belam.
Yes. Trying to get one for we're trying to get one for DaChange Tyler out there. He's been hoping to get his podcast going on. Yep.
Everybody know DaChange. He's been on the podcast. We got Ngayo been on too. Yeah, Ngayo and D been on the podcast. Yep. So all y'all know. Just go back to them episodes.
Most definitely.
Keep it out.
Still working with Marcus Mangum and now Danielle Mangum. Now they're both together.
That's right.
They both went to the wedding. Yeah.
I MC that wedding. That wedding was wild. I MC that wedding. Our wedding was great. I said a lot of things. Hey, let me tell you something.
I got video.
The more alcohol to get in me, I MC your wedding. It's gonna be a good wedding. You dig? Now I'm gonna say some things about your family. Many people want to hear it, but it's gonna be funny.
Oh yeah, we found out about Cap. We found out about Cap.
Oh man, it was funny, man. Marcus and that he always wear hats, and I see why.
That preacher called him.
His head is like Little Bill. You know, Little Bill, the little character, Little
Bill.
Little Bill.
But no, we're going that way. Also tinkered with, or still am tinkering with comedy. I
love it.
Went to my first comedy show at a comedy spot, and a graduate show, because I basically did the classes last year. They just say, "Hey, you want to do it now?" I was like, "Yeah,
what's
sure."
up.
So I've been out there. But no, yeah, still doing that. Still MCing, DJing. Got my boy Paul Willis' albums coming out with another song. So he wants me to do some cuts on it. He wants to do some 1s and 2s on the turntable. So
I ain't heard that in a long time. 1s and 2s. My album is coming out in 2029.
Oh, you got an album,
sir? 2029. My album is gonna be the shiznit in 2029.
I'm gonna be on that album.
Huh?
You definitely gonna be on that album.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be on the album. You singing backup, everything. You're gonna be on the damn album.
You know, as Asian people, we like karaoke.
Hey man, so y'all do, and that's some bad karaoke. But listen, so the pandemic been good, man. Actually, I got more focus in the pandemic. It's crazy. A lot of people did. I went ahead and got my real estate license and started my company. And because all I want to do is real estate and comedy starting next year. That's it. Real estate and comedy. Speaking of that, got on a tour. Have my own dates back on the road, but got on a tour, Barely Telling on tour. Look out for a city coming to you. And I got Smart. It's sponsored by my company. So we're gonna get paid all the way around. Sponsored by my company, Barely Telling on tour, starring myself, friends of the podcast. You've seen him, Willis Turner, Kente Scott, PB Smiley. We getting it in. So we in Philly. We got 42 dates next year. So we all over the place. South Carolina, Philly, Atlanta. We even got a cruise ship. We're going overseas. So we're gonna get it in. It's gonna be fun. And then I'll sell you a house when I get back. And then we got the Off the Change at the Sack Punchline every month. And they want to move that show around because Live Nation owns it. Shout out to Live Nation for giving us this opportunity. But they put us in all the Live Nation clubs around the country. So that's what's up, man. And the podcast, ODC, the brand, Off the Change is back. So I'm happy about that. So check it out. Today just happens to be ironic. We started this review episode today. But the latest news was that the murderer of my brother Aubrey in Georgia was sentenced today. All counts found guilty. What y'all think? Woo! First of all,
I found out all three got convicted. I just found out all three got convicted.
All three of them.
I read that on the CNN News.
Yeah.
All three of them got it.
What a Thanksgiving gift. What a Thanksgiving gift. I love it. Time to go. Do not stop. Do not pass. Go to jail immediately. I can't wait. I know they got something for them. So that is a victory for us. Along, because on the heels of that, it's just ironically, Malcolm X's daughter died in the fire.
Ouch.
48 hours ago. So Malcolm X's daughter died in a fire 48 hours ago. So I was sad to hear that. But anyway, and we got justice, which is Malcolm X, what he was for. What you think about the verdict there, Kristy?
You know what? I feel like the families are probably real grateful. They got a sense of peace.
Yeah.
That, the three of them were actually, convicted of murder and all three counts.
Yeah.
Which was good. Yeah. I mean, when you read that story and you hear it on the news, it was completely senseless.
Now see the video. The video was, I mean, you know, we saw that right in front of our eyes. We had it on. It's nothing they can say against that. That's right on tape. I'm just glad a jury of our peers finally had enough sense to do something right. And I was just talking today, like it's 2022, and it's so crazy that we are still fighting. 2021, excuse me,
Still.
for the same things we've been fighting for during Jim Crow, since slavery, 1863. Same things we are happy about now, 200 years later. That's crazy to me that we still are on it. I was on pins and needles, like, are they gonna convict him? And we see it in video, should be convicted, but we still don't know. We still doubt because of the system.
And there really wasn't any diversity in the jury selection.
Because it was three black people.
No, one. I heard it was one.
No, it was three. It was three black people. I mean, they may have been light skinned, but it was three black people.
They let them offense.
Yeah, they may have been Albie Shurish, but they was.
But you know what? I have to say that we are ever so blessed that we're on the West Coast, because we don't have the type of problems that people have in the South.
Yeah.
We have them. We just keep on kidding.
But you know what? I gotta say, I'm from the Midwest and the East Coast, and I did not know California was as racist as it is. We still have them. They're just not on the forefront like it is, or we don't expect them. But they have me. It's a lot of covert racism in California. And in places that I never knew existed or thought would exist in California. Because when you're from the East Coast and Midwest, we think everything in California is LA. Everything. We think everything. I didn't, when I came here and saw farms and cows, I guess, I seen the commercials, but I didn't know it really existed. But,
that's like looking at New York. That's like seeing New York.
Yeah. We thinking like,
it's only city and concrete, right? No. That's only the islands. You got to go inside.
Well, we're gonna talk about those things this year. We're gonna talk about more about this Arbery verdict. We got some more things coming up. Vaccinations you mentioned in the beginning. We're gonna talk about this civil war coming up: the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated. We're about to kill each other with all that. And what you think about it? And people, it's crazy. Gun laws. We're gonna talk about gun laws. We're talking about this now. The young boy in Kenosha that was found not guilty. Crazy. That his mama took him to. It's like your mama taking you, dropping you off at the park, and saying don't do nothing. And you kill 3 people when you get back in the car. You under 18 and you get off.
I'm surprised mom didn't get caught for accessory.
I am surprised, dude. I mean, had there been, but I gotta say,
I can't even wrap my mind around that.
That's crazy, right? We're gonna talk about social media sensations. There's a lot of people who are making it right now because of their social media, and even the comedy game has changed. When I go for bookings, my manager goes to book me. They will say not how funny you are. They'll say how many followers do you have. We don't care about how funny you are anymore. So that's a different change in the game. Interesting. I want to talk about, are we more or less in tune with human beings because of or through technology? More or less. We're seeing a lot of people do a lot of things. They don't have any emotional intelligence. You ever had a conversation with a teenager lately? Like they have zero conversation ability if you're not on Zoom or on it talking to them through PS5. Yeah, it's amazing to me. But the thing is, they're going to be the people that are customer service for us or taking care of us and doing those things in the next 8 to 10 years. So it's crazy. But we're going to talk about that. Dating apps, good or bad? The pros and cons of dating apps. I'm talking about that.
Depends
I know you can't answer that.
When you're married.
I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about him, and you're gonna say yes or no. Scott gonna be getting on it too. Scott know the hell he's talking about.
He know. He like bitches. He like he like black girls. He don't think
your
I know this, but
kids,
he like
God
black girls.
dog.
Hell yeah, Scott like to look. He
He
might not participate, but he like to look.
I hope you don't have Instagram.
I mean, we married. We ain't blind.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Now, see, that's a good point, because that's one thing I want to talk about too. Like in marriages, how has it changed, and like what is the point of? I think it's not a point to like make it, it's cool. Yeah, we're monogamous. You're in marriage, of course, but unless y'all have some other agreement, but it's to be like not be able to look at each other. I think it'd be cool if my wife is to be like my wife that one day I'll have maybe looks at me and says, "Hey, look, that girl got a big booty. Look at that." And then I'm like, "Ooh, that's the cool wife." Now I'm not gonna be
looking at the same girl.
I'm not gonna do the same, but I'm just saying
you're not gonna do the same.
I'm not gonna be look at that dude. He tall, handsome, and buff. Look at him. No, but
I could do that.
What Scott has said, like, oh no, he's a good looking dude.
But yeah, now, if a girl says to me, oh, he's good looking. I'll be like, okay, he is a handsome dude. I ain't gonna lie, like.
But you're not gonna be the one to say it.
I'm not gonna initiate that conversation.
You can't call out a pretty boy. It's like, oh, there's a pretty boy over there trying. You can't call him out.
Now, on TV and movies, yes, but like not in real life. Not just go. We in the mall, and I'm like, oh, look at dude over there. I wonder what his name is. And he look, Santiago. He looked, no.
No, that sounds. See, when you do it like that, that sounds totally different.
Yes.
Totally different. Right?
You gotta get a little more into it. Like, yeah, that pretty boy over there.
Yeah. No, but if she asked me, I'd be like, oh, yeah, he's getting cool. Yeah. And sometimes, we do watch things or see people be like, would that be your type? I can, if I like a woman, I can ask those questions too, and they'd be like, yeah, I like him, but he looks nothing like me. Then I'm wondering why the hell I'm around. So anyway, that's
question yourself.
Depressed me even more. We're gonna talk about the COVID new way of life. Does it make people want to stay in more, go out the same? I got some statistics to talk about. People are staying in the house more and loving it.
All I want to say on that is I just wish the media would stop saying when we get back to normal. Just basically call it what it is. Call a spade with a spade and just keep on rolling. Don't
keep on rolling. This is the new normal. This is it. I went to a Kings game. I know, don't judge me. I went to a Sacramento Kings game. And the stadium seats, and they played the 76ers, a good team. Usually the Kings are terrible, but at least they go see the people that are good. Or the team they're playing. And so the stadium seats, I think 14,000 people. It was only 7,000 people at the game. And at an NBA game, that looks really, really low. Like it was terrible. I thought he was gonna ask us to go play. Like it was that. I'll
be the towel boy.
Yeah, it was bad. So all right, we're gonna talk about what makes a good relationship. So not just necessarily a marriage, but what makes a good relationships. I know, CharRon, you can answer that. You in a relationship sex. And it's good.
Sex.
Hopefully.
Well, not only the sex.
Communication. Communication, respect,
is key.
Trust, the foundation.
Well, yeah, your freaky bubba's gonna say sex first. We already know that was gonna come out.
It's actually two things. It's actually communication and also you both knowing what you're coming into. If your person is not monogamous, he wants to do other things, stuff, they got to tell you up front before it even happens. It's like, you got to know right up the front. This is how the contract will go before we even do anything. Because you got to know what you're going to get yourself into. You don't want to walk in and next freaky sex, things happen. You got a fun gin going on. It's not a fun, it's a fun dungeon going on. You're like, what's that? What's the thing?
Right.
I think here's the thing. I think when people are honest, if you're going into a relationship, let's say, there's a lot of dating apps and whatnot. When you're going into a relationship, if you're open and honest, then you allow that other person to make a choice to either stay to be with you or they move on because they can't handle whatever it is that you're offering or the baggage that you carry, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Or your expectations, standards, because we all have those.
We all have them. That's a good one. So you know what? This leads to the next topic I want to talk about. So now we have these new type of relationships. Like I meet people who now tell me they're polyamorous, they're whatever, in open relationships. So I said, is it okay to date the same person forever versus just getting married? Can you date somebody like, women will ask me from the beginning, we're dating with a purpose. I was like, well, my purpose is to date you. I mean, but they don't date to get married. Why can't we just be together forever? So what's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that? Is that good or bad? From both a male and female standpoint, can we just coexist?
That's a trick question because there is nothing wrong with that. To cohabitate together with somebody that you in love with, want to be with, want to spend the rest of your life with.
Right.
And yes, is it just a piece of paper? Yeah, but there's also responsibilities that come with that piece of paper. So
But I feel like marriage
isn't for everybody. We know that. Scott and I dated forever and a fucking day before we actually took our vows and got married.
But I feel like society puts the pressure on you that marriage is, if you don't marry the woman, that you're saying you don't love her, and that's not true. Right. The marriage is great. That's an institution. It's something some people want, whatever the case may be. But that shouldn't be the culmination. That shouldn't be the manifestation of my love. Like I love you. We together. That's it. We could. And if everything good that way, but girlfriends of hers or even friends of mine, friends of the guys who are married and miserable and want me to be miserable with them. No offense, Scott. Say
this man ain't miserable. He gets so much love.
I know. I'm just playing. But no, they make that that has to be, if you love her, you got to marry her, and that's not the case. It's just I've seen people forever. I even knew a couple were together 17 years, got married, had a terrible first year of marriage, got divorced, and stayed together because they were like, whatever happened in it, the name of marriage just messed us up. We were already cool.
Yeah, because society thinks that when you get married, you're supposed to be this whole different person.
Yeah.
When it doesn't change who you are.
It shouldn't. But society puts that pressure on you.
I didn't say I didn't want to be married to you. I love being married to you.
Oh shit!
Open the door.
And
door got knocked.
And our next topic is: should you be able to hit somebody and you're married to? Should you be able to hit somebody? No,
I know. I happen to know for a fact he'd never hit me, because if he did, he better knock me out.
No, I know. No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about the young brother, that a professional football player who was arrested because of the video. I don't know if you saw the video. I couldn't even watch. It was hard to watch.
I did not see the video. I heard about it, but I was like, why?
Have you heard about it, CharRon?
I heard about the video, but I mean, I've seen enough of the athlete videos that basically just make me just like, there's some sense. It's some sense. There's something in the mindset that just makes.
He definitely got CTE. If he don't, he got it. He need to act like he does.
Right.
But it was terrible. One of the last topics I want to talk about: role models and people we look up to. Do we look up to them and love them because of what they have or who they are?
I saw you post that.
And I got a lot of interesting comments from that because people never thought about it. They're like, yeah, you know what? Because, there's a lot of people that I see, people like, oh, I love Lil Bootsy. And I'm like, Lil Bootsy, that's your role model? Like, not no offense for Lil Bootsy, but I want to look up to somebody. When I was coming up, a role model celebrity was because of kind of who they are, what they represent. Like I love celebrities like that versus who they are, because I know, like for myself, being in the industry, the entertainment industry, I've looked up to a lot of people who I've met in person now, and are like, they are assholes or the worst. And I'm like, that makes me, it pisses me off, because I'm like, wow, these are somebody I've looked up to, whatever. And people are like, well, they're still the person. No, I don't care about what they have, the movies, the cars, whatever. I wanted them to be this person who, a decent person. But do they owe that to me? Go ahead, CharRon.
No, I was gonna say, but you also can look at the fact that who you like may come back and bite you in the butt. I mean, people love Cosby for so dang long, then it came back. I mean, I had a fight with my cousin. Basically, she looked at it like, how dare you like Cosby? I was like, I like the man when he had his the way his progression was. I didn't know behind the background.
You cannot like something somebody does and still like their craft. So for instance, like R. Kelly, like I love R. Kelly's music.
That's the same person I was thinking about.
I'm not gonna say no, I don't love R. Kelly's music. And people will be lying to you, they don't like it. Do we like what he is and represents and does? No. But you can't say you want to step in the name of love with R. Kelly. Everybody was stepping with her. So Bill Cosby, one of the greatest shows and one of the greatest comedians and storytellers ever, hands down. He's the reason, actually one of the major 3 reasons I'm in comedy, because of his the story Noah's Ark. If you don't know about it, go listen to Bill Cosby, Noah's Ark, one of the best storytellers ever, best jokes ever. So I mean, we cannot like somebody does and still not like we can still like their craft or their what they did. So
I mean, I hate to throw shame on the dead and stuff, but even James Brown. I mean, people know James Brown has some things that he did in the background, some hitting, doing some dirt, but they still love his music. So I mean, it's you kind of like weighing the option of how do I like this man? Do I like this man for what he is, or what he was doing on in the background? So
exactly.
So
I couldn't agree more. To be honest with you, like, when you look at people, and I think here's the thing with the social media piece of it, and us being kind of on the old school, like, yes, we understand that we need followers. Yes, it's great to see what people are doing, but it's also sometimes a facade of, it's not how you post, it's actually how you live. You know what I mean? Like, we see it all the time. It's you see things that aren't really real.
Well,
but
that's true.
People eat it up. People eat up the media. So they see that and they're like, I want to be like that. I want that in my life.
And it's more dangerous. Like we're adults and have kids and stuff like that. It's more dangerous to kids who are like thinking this is real though too. So like we know what somebody posts is maybe not what they how they living or who they are, right? We know they can still be posting themselves throwing money, and that could be all the money they have. That's it.
Play-Doh money.
You know, yeah, you know what I'm
Monopoly
saying?
money.
So Monopoly monies, but and the cars, you know, that could be rentals or it's like in somebody's house, but they don't understand that. They don't have the capacity, and because child development is still child development. So even though you're seeing more, your brain still is not developed enough for you to filter what's right, what's wrong, what's reality, what's not until you're a certain age. It just happens. It's just that's biology. We're gonna do some new segments. I want y'all to think about these. We're gonna do some new segments this year. So for instance, in the Off the Change, every episode, three of us gonna talk about what did we eat this past month that was off the change. So it could have been a home cooked meal, it could have been a restaurant, it could have been whatever. We're gonna talk about an off the change moment of the week. So maybe Scott's off the change moment with you was something that blew your mind. Something that blew your mind. Was it the good sex you give? Was it something you saw in the media? Was it a verdict? Was it whatever? Off the change heart moment of the week. So we talk about a lot of crazy stuff. We see a lot of crazy things in the world. I want to talk about something we saw good that gave us maybe a lump in our throat because we don't cry, right, Sharon? But lump in our throat, but made our eyes misty. But something that made us like, wow, this was good to see. This heart moment of the week. And we got a new question. We got our dinner question. Everybody knows the dinner question. If you could go to dinner with 3 people, dead or alive, what would you eat and who would it be? We got a new one. You can't travel with just anyone. Name 3 people you would love to travel with, dead or alive, and where would you go and why? That's gonna be our new question. There, y'all think about that. Y'all gotta answer it now. But you're gonna answer it. You're gonna answer them on the beginning of the next episode. I want everybody to tune in Off the Change podcast, video cast, all of that. We back. It's time to get busy. So next time we're gonna be with our comedians. Kristy, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Foodie Nong. That's FOODIE Nong, NONG, just like it says on the screen.
And where can they find Scott? Where can they find Scott?
In my motherfucking house.
Hey. Sharon, where they find a Serious Production? Tell them about it.
You can find Serious Production on the A. Serious Production. It's with the A at the end, the beginning. You can also find me on restwonder.com. West Wonderland, and still doing some comedy and also doing some shows. So check me out.
I am Steph Sanders everywhere. Go look at Belly Tall Enough Tour. I am Steph Sanders, Keller Williams agent, LLC. Talk about my company, HMR Property Solutions. HMR stands for because I'm a Leo. Hear me roar. Get it in. Do it. Okay, Let's do it. Love y'all. Peace. Hair grease, chicken grease. See y'all later. Off the Change. We back.